And I think we're live. Only it's going to take me just a second to sync up with you, so please bear with me. There we are. We're live. Welcome to my very first live internet broadcast on through Facebook. This is Heartbeat Studio at Casa de Bruce. So this is my home studio, and by the way, I'm going to share something with you I've never told anybody else. Well, maybe one person, maybe three. Mum's the word. I'm Batman. This is a very informal event, so I like to be stylish, functional, and also very informal. So first of all, shout out to my my broadcast engineers, Jason and Emily. And Jason really helped me today. We figured out another way to do this. I wasn't going to be able to see your comments, and now I think I'm going to be able to do that. So go Batman, play it. Thanks, Rick. I don't know if these comments are going to be scrolling all the time, or if I'm not going to refresh the page, because if I do, I think it might mess up the broadcast. I don't know. But anyway, I can see some of them coming in on the left side. Scott Haskin, my brother in arms, and I'll have more to say about him and some stuff we've got going on in just a little bit. But anyway, thanks for joining in. I'm going to do probably about a half hour's worth of music, and so we've got this set up so that I can actually see the screen. It's probably about a 3-second delay, and I've got the volume muted, but I know it's working because I've done this all afternoon. And it'll also be archived when we're done. Facebook is going to render the video, and it's going to put it up there so you can go back and watch it. So for better or for worse, it'll be there. So the first thing I want to do is I want to play for you a song, and this is very special to me. My neighbor, Pam Gannon, that lived right just here to the east of me, she passed away a year and a half ago, and she was just a beautiful soul. We were the same age. She was given about 8 months to live, and she lasted over 3 years, and she had cancer, and she would come see me on almost every Friday night, even if it was for the last 10 minutes. She'd get in there and listen to me play music, and I was blessed to be able to sing at her memorial service. And shortly thereafter, as music often does with me, I sat down, well, for me morning is like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, over my coffee, and this song just sort of came out. So I finished it. It's an instrumental, and I texted her sister and I said, I've got this song. I know it's meant for Pam. I said, I've got 2 titles, Flying with the Angels or Dancing with the Angels. And she said, well, Pam loved Dancing with the Stars and old Fred Astaire movies, so I went, Dancing it is. So this is my first, I played this live before, but this is going to be on my album. So my album is called Sojourn, which I'm working on now. And I've released 1 single off of it, which I'll tell you a little bit about in a minute. The reason I wanted to do this first is because for me to do it adequately, it has an effect that I'm recording with it. And so I've turned on my recording studio just here to the right of me. And that's funny because when I do this, I'm watching the screen, I'm pointing this way. Anyway, sorry, I'm OCD. And anyway, I hooked up the effect so you can hear it. So you're going to hear an echo, and also my live guitar playing. And so this is for Pam, who I still love, and this is called Dancing with the Angels. So I hope you like it. That's for Pammy. Wow, thank you. I had to add that little, I saw that it buffered, but my little applause app. I have to have my fun. So, oh good, it went through. I saw that it buffered a little bit, so. Oh, by the way, for the uninitiated, which includes me, because like this is all new to me, most of the time, other than just seeing the Facebook Live videos, when people broadcast live over the internet, they're actually using hardwired equipment, interfaces, pro-level software. It's at least a $500 investment. And I'm using a laptop with a built-in webcam, my built-in microphone, and an iPhone. And I've got my 32-inch screen hooked up to my laptop. I know it sounds kind of confusing, so I can actually see, because my aging eyes can see bigger screen. But I'm using my iPhone, and if you saw how I had it clipped up to the flat screen, you'd laugh. But I did take pictures on my iPad before, so I'll post those later tonight after this is over, so you can kind of see the background and how we did this. So it's real low tech. Other than that one song with that one effect, I'm just going straight into my laptop. So we'll just take it as it is, and I appreciate you bearing with me. So that was called Dancing with the Angels. The next song I want to do is called Stardust Lullaby. So I'm working on my first album now called Sojourn. There'll be 8 tracks on that. We just finished the first one, and it's mastered, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute. And it's an instrumental album. The second one will have vocals. So I wrote this one about, I can't remember, 5 or 6 years ago. I was in a long-distance relationship with a beautiful woman in Ohio, and we're both night owls, so she would be up late at night, I'd be up late at night, and she had lifelong migraines, so her head would hurt, and she would put her cell phone underneath her head and lay down on the bed. And I don't know, I just call it like my love language. I would just talk about like the stars and stardust and everything, and so she said it made her head feel better. And then sometime later I took those words and I put them to music, and so I wrote this song, and I used to call her during my Friday night sets and play this. And so once that ended, I stopped playing this song, and then I realized that songs are gifts, and so you should continue to let them breathe. And so so I did. And so I played this at a memorial service. I played it at a wedding, and now it's become a bedtime lullaby for my grandchildren, and also a favorite at the Phoenix Children's Hospital, where I volunteer with Musicians on Call, and now also the Veterans Center. But little kids and parents love this song, and I'm really grateful. So this will be on the second album once we get the first one done. And I play this one a lot live, so this one's called Stardust Lullaby. When you go to sleep at night, remember to let your soul take flight. But if you drift away too far, I'll ride a moonbeam to where you are. The stars are calling, and I'm falling. As you lay your head to sleep, counting heartbeats instead of sheep, just breathe my name and call me there, and I'll sprinkle stardust in your head. The moon is calling. I could lay you down to sleep, praying the Lord your soul to keep. The night is calling, and I have fallen. So sleep you well, my turtle dove. You forever be my one true love. Thank you. I had to do that. Thanks. So I should take 1 second and just. Oh, good. I can see the comments coming on the left, so that means we're still broadcasting live. Yeah. Rafaela. Oh, Rafaela. She's one of my guides. Thank you, Rafaela, at Musicians on Call, and she loves that song. I'm so delighted to play it for you. Thank you. Thanks for that. And Jason and Emily love that too. Thanks. I know, I love that little song. I'm glad I started playing it again. You know, Bruce Springsteen talks about songs take on different meaning over time, and so that one certainly has, and it's kind of made the rounds, and so I'm certainly glad it's there. This next song will also be on the first album. It's an instrumental, and it's funny. Each of these 3 songs, the first 3 songs, including this one, have all been inspired by or written for women in my life. What are you gonna do? I'm proud of that. I raised 3 daughters. So anyway, I was in another relationship some years ago, a relationship with a beautiful woman who actually changed my life. And the fact that I'm even here right now in this room, in this house, is because of her. So I was inspired some time ago to write this for her, and I rarely play it, but it is going to be on the album because songs need to breathe, and I've maybe performed it once, I think, ever. And so I'm going to play it for you now. So I had to rehearse it today because I don't play it very often, but it's going to be on the album. It's probably going to be the next one I record, and this one's called Song for Sherry. Thank you. I enjoyed doing that. So two quick PSAs, public service announcements. I want to shout out to Danielle and Ramon. They should be watching this by now. At El Sol Cafe, and about 100 yards to the north of them, maybe 75 yards, is Brinley's Music Store, and they're both on Arizona Avenue, just south of Ray Road. And so I had my Taco Tuesday at El Sol today. It's a wonderful cafe. They make everything fresh there. And Danielle and Ramon are friends of mine and owners. And so my friend Jason introduced me to them. And I love eating there if you ever get to Chandler. And then right down the street is Brinley's Music. The owner's great. He and his sister, I forgot her name, but his name's Bruce, so that's cool. And anyway, they keep my strings going and my guitar is all shaped up and everything like that. So I just wanted to say thank you very much for those folks for being such good friends and helping keep me fed and keeping my music going. So okay, so this song is called Her Morning Eyes, and I changed guitars because it's a different tuning. And first of all, you can find this on my website. We just got it released about 3 weeks ago. My good friend, my recording engineer Kevin Ty in Mesa, and Scott Haskin in Las Vegas, through the miracle of modern technology, I would record the songs and fly them up through Dropbox to Kevin or to Scott, and he would clean them up for me, and then I'd give it to Kevin, and he did all my mixing and mastering. And so that's the first song I got released. That song is now available through my website. You can buy it on CD Baby for a whopping 99 cents. And I also have another song that's kind of an environmental piece, and it's called, it's kind of a relaxation piece, and it's called Reigns Over Agritopia, because I live in this wonderful little unique subdivision called Agritopia. Anyway, Her Morning Eyes is available through CD Baby on my website. It also got released about 2 weeks ago on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, and just this afternoon, you might have seen, I put on my website, I got accepted into Pandora, which I understood is very difficult, so I really didn't have any aspirations. I submitted that on Saturday, I think, and they just sent me a note this afternoon saying, you're in, so it may take a couple days for it to go. But so anyway, that's called Her Morning Eyes. Like many of the songs, this one kind of wrote itself. There is a very short story though, so my good friends Kira and Russ Ratliff, Kira's pop was Ronnie Montrose, so you might remember him from the band Montrose, and back in the 60s and 70s, and he was just this incredible guitar player, and she gave me his last CD he made, and I never got to meet him. He passed away a few years ago, and there's a beautiful song on there. It's all acoustic, and I could not figure out how he's playing it so smoothly, the opening. And so I sat one day over my coffee again, and all of a sudden this idea came to me to just change the tuning, and I seriously felt kind of like Ronnie was there with me, just guiding me, and I had really never played around with alternate tunings before. And I loved the tuning so much that I just kept playing with it, and this song came out. And so now it's really come out because it's on iTunes, Amazon. It's been released all over the place, which I'm grateful for. And so you can go buy it. It's called Her Morning Eyes. You can also hear a demo version if you go to my SoundCloud account, Bruce Vaught. You can listen to part of it there, Her Morning Eyes, and my website, brucevaught.com. So you can follow the link through CD Baby and buy it there. It's all the same price, or iTunes, Amazon, whatever you feel comfortable with. So out of the 8 songs that are going to be on Sojourn, this really, I think, is kind of the crown jewel. It's just a beautiful song. I love the way it came out. I love playing it. And I love how my recording engineers did a wonderful job putting their touches on it and making it sound so wonderful. So this is Her Morning Eyes. Uh-oh, is that video? It's really choppy in my end. Is it still coming through? Hi, Cindy. Cindy Weir, Taco Tuesday. Huh? Thanks for that. Hey, it's really choppy in my end. Can somebody just let me know if it's just me, or is it still working okay? Boy, that would suck. That was like my Crown Jewels song, and all of a sudden I looked up. And is it still, can somebody verify if the video is still streaming all right? It doesn't look good on my end, but it could just be me. Just post a comment or something. All good here? Okay, good. Thank you. I haven't scrolled down. I only get 4 comments at a time. Vernda, Patty Ryan, Johnny Wolf, the Wolfpack, in the house. That's awesome. Thank you. Dave Zentz. All right, cool. It's really crazy on my end, but as long as it's working for you, okay, good. We'll move right along. Okay, this song's going to be on the second album, so this is a vocal song. I set out to write this song in 7 days, and it took me 7 weeks. It's a long story. I won't go into it because I'm getting close to the time limit that I set for myself. But I do like how this one turned out, and so this one's called For You. And the music was written about 4 years ago, I think. So I already had the music pretty much done, and then I set out to add the vocals to it, and it just took a month and a half to get the story down. So anyway, so this is called For You. So it all comes down to this: how we get past one last kiss. It seems the stars might have their way, and love's a fool's dance, so they say. This is one thing I can do: take myself down off this lover's cross and fall for you, for you. And I know shining night, I know righteous crest and no halo, but I'm the one who's here tonight, and this surrender feels so right. You're my rapture of the blue. Take my hand, let's make this lover's leap. It's all for you, for you. I pray for sleep that will not come till I know that I'm the only one you want to fall for you, for you, for you. feels like home in your embrace. Your tender kiss, perfume and lace. That's me lighting up the sky, a flaming star, make your wish and I will fly. See me falling straight to you. Here I am saying you're mad, and I'll give it all to you. Oh, you. Oh, you. Thank you. All right, looks like we're still rolling. So I have one more song, and I hope she had to known this was coming. I hope my friend Vernda, she has us just call her V, which is cool. Live long and prosper, V. My last name starts with a V. I like V, that's cool. So Vernda loves this song, and I wanted to play it for her. And also, it's a nice little ending and a segue, because a guy who's influenced me tremendously is an incredible singer-songwriter, just gifted, crazy, zany, wonderful. He and Jewel co-wrote that super huge hit back in the 90s called You Were Meant For Me, and it went to #1, shot to #1, knocked the Macarena off the charts, and they wrote that on a surfing trip in Baja, Mexico. And anyway, I've become a friend of his and have been following him for about the last 8 years. And I've hosted him 3 times at my house for house concerts, and we filled the place up. Some of you have been here for those. And tomorrow night, tomorrow night he's going to be at the Rhythm Room, downtown Phoenix at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to be there. You get to see him live. So I wanted to kind of plug Steve's show. He's very difficult to describe. Most of us that are fans of his we describe him as an experience. You really just have to go see him. He's an incredible guitarist and singer-songwriter and entertainer, and just beyond compare. And so several years ago, I was hosting him here for a house concert. And so I wrote a song called the Steve Poltz Song, and it's comprised of little bits and snippets from his songs. And the reason I don't play it very much is because you really have to know who Steve Poltz is to understand all the. It's not cryptic at all. It's just, if you know his music, you'll recognize a lot of the stuff in the song and his story. And so I put those things together, and I got to play it here at my house, and actually twice. We hosted him earlier this year, and I played it again. And so I don't get to do it very often, but I wanted to end on this song. Plug Steve's show tomorrow night at the Rhythm Room, and he's constantly on tour. So he's going to Australia pretty soon, but he's going to be back in California. He plays belly up all over. You're in San Diego or in Orange County, just go to his website, Poltz, Poltz.com, and you can look and see where he'll be next. Don't miss him. And if you've seen him, go back and see it again. So anyway, this is called the Steve Poltz Song, and I'm going to end on this one, so I hope you like it. His name is Steve Poltz, on the run from the asylum. They're searching all over, but they're never gonna find him, 'cause he's Steve Poltz, and he's a friend of mine. Yeah, he's Steve Poltz, and he's American made, but he came from Nova Scotia, where his pa got laid by his ma one night in May of 1959. I was in there, so just a rough guess. A missing puzzle piece from the loony bin. We're throwing him a party and we let you all in. Yeah, he's Steve Poltz, a good friend of mine. He likes sunsets, beaches, and doing a dance, yoga and stretching, and movies about romance. He's got a chopstick reserved for you deep in his pants, and he'll steal your heart if he's given the chance. He sings about love and stitching up a heart and blowing up a pertinacious critic of the arts. Yeah, that's Steve Poltz. He's a friend of mine. He sings about monkeys, hitchhikers, and pearls, and his ma likes the one where the guy kills the girl. Yeah, that's Steve Poltz, a good friend of mine. He's a six-string doctor, doesn't need a stethoscope. He got himself sober, no more alcohol or dope. A random element from another place in time. I'm so glad to say he's a friend of mine. I love his songs 'cause they're gritty and funny. He had a Jeep ad and they paid him lots of money. He wrote a song with Jewel that was a big hit, but don't ask him about fame 'cause he doesn't give a shit. He's a 10-fingered wizard and a real cool cat, a real mod hipster with an Irish hat. Yeah, that's Stephen Joseph Joshua Poltz, and he's a lover, not a hater. He even wrote a song about making out with Darth Vader. If a genie in a bottle gave me one wish, mister, it'd be that Ma and Pa had given him one more sister. Yeah, he's Steve Poltz. So glad he's Steve Poltz. I'm his friend, and he's mine. Beep! Woo! Can I play Crazy Love? No, I don't know it, Mike. Oh, Vernda, good. I'm glad you got to tune in to see that. I'm glad you saw it. That's awesome. That video is really getting crazy on my end, and so I was afraid it wasn't going to work right, but it looks like it did. That's the show, folks. And man, I've had a blast doing this. It's kind of unnerving because I wasn't really sure if the technology was going to make it all the way through. Hi, Pammy. There's my best friend, Pam Kalin, in the world. She likes my video. I wouldn't be here without her. I can't talk about it because I'm going to start crying. She's my best friend in the world. She gets me like no one. Thank you. She had to work late. I wasn't sure she was going to tune in, so I'm glad we went a little long. And Patty Bozer, I hope I didn't offend you by that song. All that stuff is true about Steve, so I saw your reaction. That's funny. Anyway, I'm glad I got to play that. So if you're in town tomorrow, I know it's a school night or a work night, and it's kind of hard to get down. I've spent many a night on little sleep watching Steve play live, and then going back to work the next day very early. But you know, once in a while, some things are just worth it, and so they are to me. Anyway, and this was worth it to me as well. Thank you very much. We did it really low tech. I mean, it's a laptop, my built-in camera and microphone, and my iPhone, and that's it. And so in my little studio here. So this is Heartbeat Studio at Casa de Bruce in Gilbert, Arizona. Thank you so much for tuning in. I so appreciate it. Namaste. Thank you for letting me entertain you. And this video will get rendered by Facebook shortly after I turn it off, and I'm going to leave it on my page so you can go back and watch it again if you'd like. And leave comments. I'll go back and look at those because I can't really read them while I'm playing, but I did enjoy playing for you. Thank you so much for spending your evening or part of your evening. Again, my website is brucevaught.com. You can find the song that I played, Her Morning Eyes, has been released, and so it's on CD Baby, iTunes, Amazon, Spotify now as this afternoon, Pandora. So I'm very happy about that. We'll be recording some more coming up shortly, and then and we'll get my CD out, Sojourn, and I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thanks again, Jason, for being my broadcast engineer and helping me get through this today. So last minute changes, but they look like they worked all right. So I'm very grateful. Enjoy your evening. Happy Tuesday, and be blessed.